What's up, you guys? Welcome to a brand new video. I am so excited that I get to show you how to make this look. I am obsessed on how it came out. I love it. It's so different. I love the colors. I hope you like it. Something different. And I was literally sitting on the couch and I was thinking of colors, and all of a sudden it just popped in my head and I'm like, you know what, I gotta film this. So here I am. It's glitter, it's neon, it's honestly beautiful. I hope you like it. Like I said a million times, I'm sorry, I'm literally having coffee, and you know what happens when I have coffee, I go all crazy. Anyways, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and without further ado, and before I start talking a lot, let's get started. Starting off with the Tarte Shape Tape in Light, I'm going to blend this all out with a Morphe brush. The star of the show will be the Modern Renaissance palette. It's super used and abused. I used to love this palette, guys. This is an e.l.f. Packer brush. I'm going to take that shade, burgundy shade, beautiful shade, and I'm going to start applying this on my crease, tapping motions because I want the color to be super intense. So that's what you see me doing here, making sure that the color is very, very present. So after I get the shade or the intensity that I want, I'm going to grab the same color and I'm going to start blending this out so I can get rid of the harsh lines. Now the next shade I'm going to be using is this beige super light brown, and I'm going to buff this in to get rid of the harsh line even further, because you already know I love to blend. I could take hours blending, guys, like I'm serious. So blend this all out until you like it. Then I'm going to go back in with that red shade that I started off with, because if you guys don't know this, every single time that you apply a new shadow, the intensity of the first shadow that you applied gets lower. So you want to apply the first shade one more time, because like I said, I want this to be super intense, or the most intense I can. Now I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to blend this all out like always. Make sure there are no harsh lines. Now going back in with a clean blending brush, I'm going to take this white and I'm going to apply this on my eyebrow bone. Make sure everything is blended out really nicely. Now going back to that champagne color, I'm going to apply this on the arch of my brow. Now time for the first cut. I'm going to be using Vaseline and this Packer brush. I'm going to apply some Vaseline in the back of my hand. Then I'm going to coat my brush really good. And this all depends on your preference, guys. If you want to make it lower, you can. If you want to make it higher, you can as well. Just make sure you wipe off all the excess color that's coming off and apply new Vaseline to your brush. Also, take your time on this, guys. I know sometimes we want to rush because we don't have a lot of time or anything like that. But the more time you take, the better everything comes out. Trust me, when I started, I wanted to rush every single look I did, but that is not the way to go. Make sure you take your time. Now, after you get the cut of your choice, I'm going to take a Q-tip and wipe off all the excess Vaseline, because if you don't do this step, as soon as you go ahead and apply your concealer or your primer, it's not going to stick to your eyelid. So make sure you take off all the excess. Make sure you wipe it off really, really good. Now going back to my concealer, I'm going to very carefully and very slowly apply this on my eye, making sure that the line is really crisp and exactly where I want it, because as you can see on the other eye, I do have a blue line, then I have the yellow. So I have to be really careful on where I apply everything. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, making sure I'm applying that concealer very, very good. And don't worry if you guys have a lot of concealer, we can fix that in a second. So take your time, make the cut as long or as short as you want it. Now going back with a brush, make sure you take off all the excess of the concealer, because you don't want a lot of concealer on your eyelid. Make sure you take everything off, or I should say the excess. Now taking these pigments, I'm going to start off with this blue. This brush is from e.l.f. It's super good. It was super cheap. It's even good to do your eyebrows. I like to do detailed work with it. I'm going to start stamping on the color. Since this is a pigment, you need to be careful working with pigments because they literally will get all over the place, but they are super cool to use for looks. So I'm going to be stamping on the color. Then after that, I'm going to be dragging it out a little bit, nothing crazy. And I'm going to be drawing that line. So next, I'm going to be cutting again. Or I was about to say cutting the crease, but no, we're not going to be cutting the crease. I'm going to cut again. So you see me doing the Vaseline trick as I always do, wiping off the excess and cutting again. So if you guys wanted to do a long line, you could go ahead. If you want to do a shorter one, if you want to do a thicker one, if you want to do a thinner one, it all depends on your preference. Now make sure you take off all the Vaseline. This cotton swab was giving me a pain in the A, you know. It kept opening and it did not want to help me out, but I still used it though. You see? Oh my God. Now I went ahead and I cleaned off all the Vaseline. Make sure I got everything off. And I went ahead and I used concealer, and I'm going to apply this where I just took off all the Vaseline from, below the blue line. Now make sure you work very, very slowly on this step, guys, because you do not want to get any concealer on that blue line. So take your time. There's no need for brushing here. Now take another brush and make sure you take off all the excess concealer off. Now I'm going to go in with this yellow pigment, and this brush is from Wet n Wild. It's a packer brush, and I'm going to start packing on this yellow shade, working super slowly because, like I said, it is a loose pigment and it literally gets all over the place. Going back to the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to dip into that burgundy shade one more time, and I'm going to deepen up every place that I have that burgundy shade on my lid. I want to make this more intense, so that's what I'm doing now. Also, I want the burgundy and the yellow to be blended well where they meet, so I'm going to blend this out a little bit. Even if I'm going to apply glitter on that part, I want it to be well blended. Now it's time for the fun part. I'm going to be adding the glitter, and this is chunky glitter, small glitter. It's all mixed in and I love it. So I'm going to apply the glue or the adhesive in the center of the yellow and the burgundy, and I'm going to start adding the glitter on that little part right there. You can add as much glitter as you want. And since we have like that small little glitter, I have to get it out by shaking it and stamping it on my hand. So as soon as I added these little glitter particles, oh my God, I was obsessed on how it was looking. In person, it looks so shiny. Like the camera did it no justice. You gotta dance, you know, because life is fun. Now it's time to curl my lashes. I will forever hate this part, guys. Like, you don't know how much I hate this. And I'm going to be adding mascara, a thin coat of course, and while this dries, I'm going to work on my lower lash line. I'm going to take this chocolate shade and apply it about 1/3 of my lower lash line and blend it out as much as I can. Then I'm going to add that burgundy shade on the other part of my lower lash line, almost connecting it to the front of my lower lash line, and blend it out as much as I can. Like always, you already know. Then I'm going to take that champagne color and apply it in my inner corner, and I love doing this. I always wear this. It doesn't matter if I have makeup or not. I love how this looks. Now I wanted to clean out the outer corner of my eye, so I went ahead and I added some concealer and I blended it out, and it looked way better. Now it's time for the lashes. These are from Beauty Creations in the style Hyped, and I went ahead and I applied them. Now it's time to add mascara to my lower lash line. I did about 3 to 4 coats because, as you can see, the falsies that I have are super dramatic, and I wanted my lower lashes to look super long. And this is the final look. Oh my God, I am so obsessed with this look. as I always am with all my looks. You already know that. Like, I love when something comes out good and I'm able to show it to you guys and I'm able to explain, because like I have said in the past, I am nowhere near a professional. I never claimed to be, but if I know something, I want to share it with you guys, like always. So I really hope you liked this look. I honestly, since we're friends, you know, we're talking like this, I have been getting better at my makeup and it feels so good. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, because I've always liked makeup. I've always loved makeup. I've told you guys in the past, I've done people's makeup before. The first person I did was a friend of my sister's, and I did her prom makeup and she just felt so beautiful. By the way, she is stunning if she ever watches this. I did her makeup, and after that people just started complimenting me and it felt so good. And I would always tell people, you know what, I use this, and you know what, I use that. I'm never a person that stays quiet when they ask about products. So now that I'm able to make like videos and stuff and I'm able to show people the things that I know, it just makes me happy and it warms my heart. So if you make this or if you recreate this, let me know. Tag me. Instagram, Santos_Irmita. Go follow me, because I'm going to be posting a lot there. I haven't been posting. I wasn't feeling inspired. Like, my mind completely shut off, but it's back to business, baby, and I'm going hard. So y'all better be prepared. So I do want to go over the products that I used, just in case if anybody is interested. So for foundation, I use the Lancome Dirty as Heck Tint Odell Ultra Wear foundation. This is in the 270 Base W. Awesome foundation, love how it looks. And then for my under eyes, I used the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in vanilla, and I had to mix it in with something else because this is way too yellow for me. Like, the person that matched me, don't you guys ever think that there's people that work at Sephora and they work at Ulta, and you kind of think you know what color you are, but then you go and you ask them and they give you like completely, like, they give you a color that's like either 2 shades darker than you or way too light. That always happens to me, so I literally have to like try to color match myself. So I mixed it in with the Jeffree Star concealer in C12. So these, perfect. And then to set my whole face, I used the Juvia's Place powder in White Sands. This stuff is bomb. I've actually been liking it a lot, to be honest. So for bronzer, I use the MAC Give Me Sun. Like, if you guys don't own this, you need this. This is beautiful. It leaves your skin like flawless. And then for my blush, I use a Chanel blush. I cannot find yeah, I cannot find it. Oh my god, guys, I'm really sorry. And then for my highlight, I don't like to wear a lot of highlight. I like a more natural highlight. This is the Jaclyn Hill Do Me Luminous Powder. Love this stuff. This will make your skin look blurred. I love this stuff. Y'all need it, period. Also, for my lips, I do have on this combo. So this is the Beauty Creations Matte Lipstick in Sweetheart, and it looks like this. Very, very pretty color. I love this color with this eye look. And then on top of that, because I love glossy lips, I have the Kiss lip gloss in Virgin. So I always use this, but I just had to throw this in there. I think it came out really pretty. And then also, just in case if you guys don't know what palette this is the Modern Renaissance palette. Super old, as you can tell. It's been through it. And as you can see, this used to be my all-time favorite palette. I've hit pan on these 4 colors. Well, 5. I've always liked those colors. And oh, the lashes are in the style Hyped from Beauty Creations. I literally put the whole bottle on of this setting spray from Beauty Creations. What else? And for my eyebrows, I used the eyeshadow from the palette, this one right here. And then I also used this pencil, which is super fake. I got it in Mexico. I already knew it was gonna be fake, but I had to buy it just to see it. Yeah, super fake. I don't really like it, but I'm trying to use my stuff up, so I used this. And what else? Oh, so the pigments, I do not know what brand they are, guys. I'm really sorry. I got this at like a little store in like a super mall in Chicago. So I got these. I'm really sorry, I don't know the name. And then obviously the glue is from Beauty Creations, and then the glitter is this one. Beautiful glitter. It's from the brand Candice Cosmetics. And like when I show you this, you're probably gonna want it because everybody that I have showed this to wants it, and it was super cheap. So let me show you the outside. Isn't it just, oh my god, I just can't get over the packaging. It's like, can you see all these beautiful colors? I will definitely be making more looks, guys, don't you worry. I'm obsessed with glitter. And I think that's about it. I don't know what else I'm missing. All the brushes are Morphe brushes or e.l.f. brushes, and obviously I use this to put my lashes on. I use this glue. It's pretty good. And I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My voice after a certain time, my voice starts sounding weird. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see any if you want to see any other kind of and that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this look. It came out so pretty. Like I always say, if you need help, leave it in the comments. Write to me on Instagram. I'm always here to help. And also, let's get those comments going. Let me know what your favorite color is. Let me know in the comments. Let's chat. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.